Kubor ka Batisi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Orange Nissan Loom So Po near Fabricate Shillong. Ringkat bat ka Victorium ka Dukan ki Tiar Kilan Met ka Babhatam Hakador ka Babit. Hannong Thumai Old Beat House Shillong.
Thank you, Mr. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir. So thank you, sir, for allowing me to move the calling attention according to Rule 54(1) under the rule and procedure of conducting the business. That is under the caption as appeared on Kasi news item to Nong San Hima, dated 11 December 2020, under the caption Di Dubilat Laispa Arpo Shibani, Kador Basna Dubilat Pat Nyospa Shibani. So the cement sold at the price of 320 per bag, while the production of cement is rupees 700. So it is a very pathetic condition when we talk about the MCCL. So for many years after inception of our state, we are very much happy that our state is having its own cement plant. We remember in those days when the cement plant at Sora is one of the best cement in the country. So I think even you also remember the time that all of us that if we want construction, house construction, even the government construction, there is an instruction from the government that even the people have only been influenced that Maumulo Sora cement is one of the best cement, or is one of the best quality that for construction the house, even for the government construction. So that matters has already moved for a long time. That I remember in those days, in 1980, even in 2000, that Sora cement is one of the best quality in our state, even outside. So at the time, we have many wholesaler that from the plant direct to wholesaler to retailer. But so at the time, there is so much of the demand. I remember at the time, especially those who doing for the cement work, supplying of cement. Sometimes they have having a truck of 30, 40, only one person. Supply of taking cement from Sora, then this with the whole state, even outside, it has become one of the best quality. And also, so we remember the time that people living in the Sora, even the Shela nearby, at the time they are very much happy because of the employment, because of the opportunity, direct employment, indirect employment that people are getting from the Sora. At the time, we can see that people in their face, they are smiling because of the job opportunity. I must say, sir, at the time there is security of job, especially in MCCL. Many MCCL have given employment, and many they have got opportunity, and many that have become rich people because of the MCCL. So day by day that is moving on. So I remember at the time when the cement factory is going well, smoothly, at the time that even the political appointment, everybody would like to be the chairman of MCCL. Everybody would like to be the vice chairman of MCCL. Everybody would like to be the managing director of MCCL at the time. Because why? There is a bill and honey at the time. But now nobody would like to be chairman. Nobody would like to be chairman. Nobody would like to be the directors because of the particular condition of the MCCL. We feel as a state, sir, because this is the plan that we have in our state. So my concern to the Honorable Chief Minister, give one more chance to the management for the functioning, and also to start at the rebate of the MCCL. So when talking about rescue from the government, even to give one more chance. So I may say that this is the big issue. In case the government take over, or the government will give for the joint venture, because we understand here, unless we take the stakeholder into confidence, it will be difficult. That land belongs to the people of Saura. That raw materials belong to them. Machine, crore of rupees. I understand that machine, and it may be from the government side, but that everything unless we take the stakeholders, we take the Darbar, we take the Hima, we take the Sardar, we take everybody into confidence, even the local MLA, even the local MDC into confidence. So government, if the government decides to join venture, it will affect partly for the areas. Because of that reason, sir, I would like to urge the Honorable Chief Minister, if you can give one more chance for the management to run to revive of that plan. I understand even the government take a decision for the joint venture. I know for sure government will be at the back to support of the joint venture. Because without the support of the government, difficult for the plan to continue. That's why, sir, I urge the Honorable Chief Minister, they have to do it slowly. That is regarding with that plan for the benefit of the employee and also for the benefit of the people of Saura as a whole. So, as of today, we knew that there in Saura, they having up to 306 employees. Till November 2020, they having 306 employees are working there. So the government have only given money. In the year 2006, the government have given 324 crore how to run off the plan. Last 2-3 months, when there is a hunger strike organized by the staff of the MMCL, after the having of that strike, government called and Chief Minister have only given them 2 crore. But as of today, there is a very shaky in the mind of the employee, even the people of Saura. So for the interest of the state, interest of the people of Saura, also for interest of overall, my request to Honorable Chief Minister, give more chance to the management with the dedicated and committed by the government, and I'm sure that we would like to see, sir, again to see the light of the day, that MCCL will be revived again for the benefit of the people of Saura and also for the benefit of the state as a whole. With these few words, sir, I resume my seat, sir.
Thank you. Prime Minister in charge, please.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, at the very outset, I would like to thank Shri Process T. Sokhme, MLA of Maulai constituency, for having moved this important call attention motion under the caption Di Robilar Laispa Arpau Shiberni Kador Bashna Robilar Pat Hinuspa Shiberni. Sir, though it will not be possible for me to give specific responses on all the issues, but I'll try to cover the background of how we have reached to this point in time so that everybody can appreciate where we stand today and also maybe understand on how we could move forward. So the MCCL, originally which was named as Assam Cement, was incorporated in 1955, sir. And after the bifurcation of the state, it was renamed to MCCL in 74. So initially, it started off with one CLIN of 250 TPD. Thereafter, an expansion program was embarked upon to increase the capacity by addition of 2 more CLINs of 340 TP each. So with the decontrol of cement from 1st of March 1989, along with the successful reactivation program in 1990, MCCL began to earn profits. With improvement in the financial position of the company in 1994-95, the company had liquidated all loans taken from the state government and financial institutions. From 1994 to 95, the company was totally debt-free. The company was renamed profitable from 1988 to 89 till 2006 to 2007. During this period up to 2006-07, MCCL did not require any financial support from the state government. It may be mentioned that the cement produced by MCCL in the late 1980s and early 1990s was sought after throughout the region, as was mentioned by the Honorable Member. From 2007 onwards, the company started to face financial difficulties on account of not being able to generate revenue on account of low productivity due to the aging of the plant, besides the increase in operational expenditures. The old wet process plant was finally discontinued in August 2014. From September 2006 onwards, the company concentrated on efforts to complete the installation of the 600 TPD dry process plant. After much delay, the commencement of the commercial production of the dry process plant started on 26 September 2016 at a cost of 142.97 crores. The installed capacity of the plant is 1.8 lakh metric ton per annum, which is 15,000 metric tons per month. However, the new plant could not attain the production levels to sustain it. The average production of the plant during the 3 years period, i.e. April 2017 to March 2020, was only about 40,000 metric tons per annum. The production was way below the break-even level, which resulted in the company not being able to cover even the fixed costs. So the main reasons for low capacity utilization can be attributed to unscheduled breakdown, maintenance and repair, and 2, lack of knowledge and skills to operate the new dry process plant. So the state government has been assisting the company by providing grants to revive the plant. From 2014-15 to 2020-21, the state government has provided a total amount of 177.550 crores. However, with the low level of operations and inadequate generation of revenue, MCCL found itself reeling under severe liquidity problems. With the announcement of the national lockdown during the last week of March 2020, the plant was put under shutdown. Until today, the plant is yet to be made operational. A total number of 126 employees had availed VRS on the 30th of April 2016. Presently, the total strength of the employees is 306 numbers, consisting of wage board category, non-wage board category, and the contractual category. During the years, these employees have been receiving part salary. The state government has released interim payment of salary amounting to 3 crores during 2020, along with 1 crore as contingent expenditure. As per last estimates, the liability of MCCL accumulates to 65.93 crores, which includes 27.09 crores due to government departments, rupees 14 crores to suppliers and contractors, and rupees 24.84 crores as liability to employees. I had convened a meeting on the 22nd of July 2020 with the local representatives, government officials, and stakeholders of Sora CMship and Maumlu Dorbar to discuss the current status and the strategies which could be adopted for reviving the fortunes of Maumlu Chera Cement Limited. The meeting was attended by Shri Vailadmiki Shila, MLA and Chairman MCCL, Shri Gavin Milliam MLA, Shri Balajit Sindrim MLA, Shri Titos Kain MDC and CEM of KHADC. An independent study was conducted in August 2019, and it estimated that an amount of 190.32 crores will be required to completely revive the MCCL. After due consideration, it was felt that the state government had 3 options with regards to MCCL. And these are, number 1, to restart the operations at MCCL with the support of fresh infusion of funds by the state government and intense mining as an additional source of revenue generation. Number 2, to restart operations by inducting a joint venture partner in MCCL through partial disinvestment of equity stake in favor of the joint venture partner. Number 3 option, taking cognizance of the current financial and operational situations of MCCL, the financial situation of the state government, and the environmental challenges resulting from the discovery of the Maumlu caves in close proximity to the limestone mines, stop the operations at MCCL and wind up the company. Thereafter, I had another meeting on 24th of September 2020 with the above-mentioned MLAs along with senior government officials to finalize on the three options mentioned above. Since the state government is not in a position to invest the amount of 190.32 crores on MCCL due to the financial constraint, the first option was not found to be viable. Similarly, the third option was not considered to be acceptable choice. As such, the meeting unanimously decided to explore the option number 2, which is to enter into a joint venture with a private entity who has the capacity for making significant investments in the plant. The state government is presently preparing the cabinet memo, seeking the approval of the cabinet for the joint venture proposal of the MCCL. Sir, apart from this reply, I would also like to add that MCCL, of course, has been a brand that we all have linked to and we all have heard for years. And as was mentioned, this is from the Assam Times. So therefore, there is definitely a certain connection to it and a certain bond with MCCL. And we also are concerned with the employees who are working out there for many, many years. So therefore, it was not a very easy way forward for the government to see on how we could ensure that MCCL would survive. Now, when this independent study was done, it took into effect all the aspects of the MCCL and came to the conclusion that an investment of 190 crores will have to be made. Now, there were discussions saying that let us start by making investments of 5 crores, 10 crores, 20 crores, and let's at least start the ball rolling. The problem in this proposal of doing part investment and starting off with some amount of money is it's like doing a band-aid and a temporary solution to it, as it will not resolve the entire issue and problem of actually making the plant viable and making the plant fully functional and leading to proper production capacity that it should be in order to make profit. So therefore, a stopgap arrangement of just giving some funds of 5, 10, 15, 20 crores would not resolve the issue, and we would be coming back to the drawing table after 6 months to then again discuss on how we can again give 10, 15, 20 crores more so that this entire process continues. So therefore, it was clearly discussed that if you want to revamp MCCL, the money of 190 crores will have to be given in full to buy the equipments, to get the additional machines required, to be able to change the machines which are bad, and to be able to overall get the dues and liabilities to be paid off. So all these discussions were made, and therefore after multiple meetings, I have only mentioned 2 of the meetings out here, but I would like to mention to the August House that unofficially I have had more than 6 meetings when it came to MCCL, simply because I also strongly feel that it's an organization that has been very, very close to our heart. But obviously, when it comes to that practical decision, we need to see how we're going to move forward. And that is why, after great deliberation, we have come to this point where we felt that we should go for a joint venture, where we will discuss with any private agency who are willing to invest in MCCL so that we can take MCCL forward. But I would also like to make this point, which I have mentioned in the reply, that it is important for us to note that the Maumulo caves are very close to some of the mines. So in order to protect these caves and in order to ensure that these caves, which hold the history of not just Meghalaya but of the world today, of humanity today, need to be protected. So therefore, we are also keeping that aspect in mind, and we should, as a government and as a house, realize that it is very important to protect the environment, especially around the Maumulo caves, which have got history about, as I said, about humanity. So all these factors are being kept in mind, as I said, and when I concluded, I mentioned that the government is preparing a cabinet memo, which will then seek the approval of the cabinet to go ahead for a joint venture proposal for MCCL, and we hope that we'll get positive response from those for the joint venture proposal, sir. So with these few words and clarifications, sir, I would like to resume my seat. Thank you, sir.